guys, and welcome to week 18 of my pregnancy update. This week, baby's the size of, let's see, I came across a sweet potato, a bell pepper, a can of cola, so getting pretty big, and baby's talking to other parents that just have been having ultrasounds lately. It seems that babies are anywhere from like 4 ounces up to 8 ounces at this point, so babies grow at different rates, but anyway, I'm definitely feeling this one move around and kick a little bit more. A few times I definitely felt it on the outside, but it's so sporadic that I don't know. It's hard to say, oh, come here, feel my tummy. You can feel the baby moving, because he or she could do it once and then it's not going to happen for a long time. But how am I feeling? I am feeling exhausted. I am so tired all the time. I would definitely say worse than my first trimester. I feel like I don't remember feeling this tired. I wake up in the morning, I get my kids out the door, and I am ready for bed again. It's just the whole day just feels like it's so dragging on. And forget it if something interrupts my sleep, or we stay out late and have a lot going on. A couple days of craziness and I crash big time. I still have some little times of nausea, not so awful. Not very often. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm starving and ready to eat. Other times I'm still feeling nauseous. But for the most part, I can eat anything. Nothing's really upsetting my stomach. Some raw vegetables are not sitting well. So a big raw salad, which I love, it's not sitting well in my stomach. Even just eating some cut up like carrots and peppers and celery, dipping it in some hummus and stuff, it's just not sitting well in my stomach. So I've been trying to eat more cooked vegetables than not. But other than that, I really can't complain. One interesting development happened a few days ago. I was busy in the kitchen, after dinner. It's like kind of a crazy time. It's cleanup, kids are showering, getting ready for bed, cleaning up toys, just, straightening up. And it's, a good hour or so that I'm just up on my feet, moving around. And finally everything was done. The kids are in bed. I went to go sit down. I felt like this pressure and this just weird feeling in my stomach, and I just felt my whole stomach get really hard from the bottom to the top, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a Braxton Hicks contraction. And it happened a few more times, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is really early. I definitely had them with my son, who's 2.5, and I had a few with my other son. I never had anything with my daughter. I didn't have one little twinge of pain until the day I went into labor with my daughter. My son, I had a little bit more, and then a little bit more the next time, and this time, 17, 18 weeks, I am starting them already. So that's been interesting. I try not to do that, be crazy for so long without just even taking a few minutes break, because it's just uncomfortable and they last a little bit. But so that's my new development for this past week, which is interesting. I'm like, this is going to be a long second and third trimester if all these things that used to happen in the third trimester towards the end are happening now. But it's fine. I can handle it moving forward. Another great thing that I did this week is I got my hair highlighted. I've been waiting for such a long time. I was going to get it done over the summer, and we just kept traveling and being able to go places, and it just didn't happen. And then I ended up pregnant, so I definitely didn't want to do anything the first trimester. And I was very happy to find quite local. I would say it's not right around the block for me. I had to travel a little bit, but an organic hair salon, and they use a lot of organic products, very low chemical products. The highlight that they used in my hair was like they have the lowest amount of, forget the chemical that they use. Basically, if they didn't have the chemical in it, it would just be almost like a wash, and it wouldn't even add colors to your hair or something like that. But just have something, it's like PT, I don't even know. I'm not gonna, they were talking about it, I forgot already. But it was great, I've never been before. I did want to check it out, and I was like, this is, what better time than this? And it was wonderful. I had such a great experience. The lady who did my hair was wonderful. The lady who washed my hair was wonderful. The shampoos and conditioners smell great. I got a nice head massage. Anybody who gets their hair highlighted and cut knows that, it's a process. It's a couple hours. So from the time that I left, I had about a 25-30 minute drive over and back. I was gone a while, and it was a nice break. But also, I always get my hair highlighted. I never got it fully dyed. But sometimes once you sit under that dryer with the highlights, once they have the tin foil and everything on your hair, you smell that chemical solution, I guess, and it just always gave me a headache, and I would go home and have to wash my hair because I couldn't sleep on it. It would give me a headache in the middle of the night. There was none of that. It was really amazing. I kind of was waiting for it, but there was no chemical smell in the whole entire place, which was wonderful. I know even back with my daughter asking, is it okay if I get my hair done? Like, what's the rules with it? And she's like, yes, of course, back then, especially the highlights, they're not touching your scalp, but that's fine. There's not touching your skin, but you're inhaling it. So this is why I really like this place. And it was just great not to have that headache. And then I left and they gave me these samples of the shampoo. I think it's called Love. It's a shampoo and conditioner brand. I like it. It smelled wonderful. It did great, made my hair look nice and stuff. It got the knots out of my hair. I always have to use a conditioner. My hair tangles so bad, but this conditioner really was able to get the knots out. So I wasn't sitting there for like 10 minutes just brushing them all out like I usually do after. So definitely something I'm gonna look into, purchasing from them. They give you a discount if you had your hair done, whatever. But it was just a really great salon. I'm very excited that I found it, and it was a good experience. And I'm happy to have my hair done. I just got a little trim and the color, so I'm a happy mama. Other than that, not much going on. Kids are doing good or counting down until we can find out what this little baby is. So that's very exciting, and still debating what we're gonna do for a gender reveal, which is gonna be coming up very soon. We see my husband's side of the family on Christmas Eve and my side of the family on Christmas, and I think we're gonna do one Christmas Eve and one on Christmas Day. So the kids will, not be as surprised the second time, but we're gonna let them be surprised on Christmas Eve. My husband and I will go to the scan, we will find out, and then surprise everybody else. I kind of thought maybe we want to be surprised too at the little reveal that we have, but the anatomy scan's a long scan. I don't want to not be looking, and especially if it's a boy, it's kind of obvious sometimes. Especially if the baby's cooperating well. And I just know with my one son, she just, where she had the wand on my stomach and switched it all on, it went right there. His legs were spread open and it was right in her face. There was no like, okay, look away now. It just happened to be right there. So we decided we are going to find out that day just so I can sit there and enjoy the scan and not have to be looking away. But let's see, other than that, everything is good. I am getting excited to be almost 20 weeks, almost halfway through. I have the little what to expect app on my phone, and every time I go onto it, it tells me, how many weeks I am, first, second trimester, and how many weeks and days left. So that's exciting. Also, everything, holidays coming up, is a little bit busy, but after, I really want to start looking into finding a doula. I'm not too sure if we're going to take a class, any kind of natural birthing class. I was looking a little bit into hypnobirthing or hypnobabies. I know there's 2 different types, I think, but they do offer classes in a few places, so I don't know. Anybody used any of those and can tell me what their thoughts? If I'm just going to read a book, I know there's some things you can download and just listen to, so I'm still looking into that, but I feel like time is like moving forward. I also would like to have, some maybe pregnancy shots and a newborn photographer, and possibly even like a photographer at the birth. I don't know. There's so many things I feel like now that I didn't have to even think about, even just with my son who's 2.5. Forget about my daughter who's 11. There was like none of these. I didn't even know that there was a such thing as a doula. I used regular OBGYN. Everything was fine. I have no complaints, but I just feel like there's a lot I still have to do. Time is, running out. It just feels like everything's happening so fast, but which is fine too. I'm getting excited to meet this little one, so that is great. And I think that's it. I'm looking forward to next week, and we'll be almost 20 weeks and be at that scan and be having a gender reveal, so that's exciting. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Let me know if you guys are pregnant, what's going on, if you had a little one, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for watching as always.